Hey folks, welcome back to Speak Easy with Eli and Zara.
On today's episode,
We are going to be talking about all things fashion and queer and clothing. When we look at queer culture throughout history and all the information and photographs that we have of our community, it's quite obvious that the queer communities always express themselves highly through clothing.
they have. And so it's great that we as individuals can
Yeah.
bring this into our everyday lives as well. What is it? What is this freedom of expression in fashion? Like, what is allowed and
Yeah.
what aren't we allowed to do?
And-
Is there a rule?
Yeah, and why should there be a rule? Why should things be gendered? Why should things be normal in society? Why should we couldn't wear anything we like?
Speaking of which, let's find some things we like. So with fashion, we can explore a lot more of our own identity.
It's true, we can. We can be whoever we want to be through fashion and through clothing and through bold statements.
And we can express that to the world that says, this is a part of who I am.
Yeah.
And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I think as part of exploring your own identity, people can explore different colours, different styles. There's a whole world of different ideas for fashion and mix it up. What would you say to somebody who is exploring their fashion identity?
I would say that there's no wrong answer in exploring your fashion identity. You can try on whatever appeals to you in any genre of clothing or style or fashion or gender. Like, there's no rules. So imagine if everyone, and we're not just talking the LGBTI community here, could have freedom of fashion with what they wore and how they express themselves. How many times have you heard a cis straight relative say, I couldn't wear that because it's too masculine or it's too feminine, or, you know, people my age don't wear these clothing.
Yeah. Or walking into a store and having somebody say, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
We don't have anything for you.
We don't have your gender, we don't have your size, we don't have your style.
Who says?
Exactly. I feel like that a lot of people who haven't explored how they feel through clothing don't realize how liberating it can feel to wear whatever you feel comfortable in and whatever you feel cute or whatever makes you feel like you.
I think that a lot of people don't even realise what makes them feel good because they're so stuck wearing what they're told to wear and what they're expected to wear that they don't even realise what they're missing out on.
Exactly. And the liberation that comes with wearing whatever you want to wear and just going, this is me, I feel cute, I'm going out.
Speaking of which, let's find something else to wear.
I never got my surfacing pipes joke out. And while we're at it, fuck the gender binary expectations of what we should wear and how we should express ourselves.
Yeah, I kind of like myself in a suit.
And I kind of like myself in a satiny number.
I have seen you wearing female pants and you look hot.
I'm currently wearing female pants.
Yeah, sometimes I think that I need to wear dresses to affirm my gender or skirts, yet I actually just feel like wearing pants and I shouldn't have to feel that way.
So I can completely relate to that. When I first started transitioning, I used to wear overly masculine, overly layered clothing because I felt like I didn't fit in and I just wanted to hide in it. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's where you're at and you want to like hide in your clothing, it's perfectly fine. And then when I felt more comfortable in myself, I started to wear, I guess, more kind of bit out there for my gender identity and expression. And I still feel really good about myself and I feel fine and I feel more confident.
If you identify as male and you want to wear a dress, why the heck not?
Wear a dress. Yeah.
If you identify as a female and you want to wear a suit, why the hell not?
And if you're in the lovely non-binary category and you want to wear everything at the one time, you do that. I might feel really masculine, sexy as fuck in this brightly coloured, made for cis women blouse. But there are challenges for our community in accessing clothing safely.
It's really hard when you walk into a store and you're told, there's nothing here for you.
Or when you just try to walk into a store, go to the area that you want to buy clothing from and you get stared at and you get ridiculed and you get harassed for being there. I feel uncomfortable buying pants especially because generally I want to go to the ladies section because they have pants that fit my hips, they fit my butt, they look the best. And if I'm in the ladies section looking at pants, I get looked at like I'm, you know, a real sleazy perv in the ladies section looking at pants, and especially then when I take these pants down to the change rooms.
There's so much attitude out there.
There is.
And, you know, so I don't understand why we need to have everything segregated like that. That we can't just have clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes are clothes. Shirts are shirts. Pants are pants.
Yeah. And if you see somebody in the section of a shop that you think they don't belong, mind your own business. They probably do. They know what they're there to shop for, and it might be for them, it might be for someone else, but let's not harass people for buying clothing.
But you know where there isn't gendered racks for clothing?
Yes, I do.
It's at our clothing swap. Do you want to tell us about our clothing swap?
Our group, TGD Bendigo and Beyond, is hosting our first clothing swap. We're very excited. It's been long in the making.
It'll be on the 20th of March, and it'll go from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And it's part of the Bendigo Pride Festival, which is happening now, people, and you all should be here.
So why is it that we're having a trans and gender diverse clothing swap?
There are a lot of reasons, and a lot of these are because the community is not often financially stable enough to be able to just get a whole new wardrobe of clothes and experiment in expressing themselves. There's also the stigma of going shopping, like we've been mentioning, and especially, you know, this last year during COVID, when you're buying everything online and not being able to try if it fits. And if you're buying clothing for, you know, a body type that wasn't your assigned birth body type, you want to try it on first, because maybe your shoulders are different, your hips are different, your waist is different from what the intended audience is for that item of clothing. But it doesn't mean you can't wear it, it just means you need to try it on first.
When I've been going through the clothing swap items and just trying things on, I would see something that I would think, wow, I like that, it's got my attention, but when I put it on, I actually don't feel comfortable in it. And so I've found that finding what your how you express yourself in fashion takes a bit of time and experimenting. So the clothing swap gives people the opportunity to do that for free. So you can come along, collect items for free. You can wear it around on the day, see how it feels.
Yep.
And if it's uncomfortable, put it back away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Get something else.
I've been experimenting for clothes for years now, and I still really don't know what my style is, but it's fun to explore.
Well, maybe your style is evolving as you are.
It's very true.
What are we going to have at our clothing swap?
Well, I got this from the clothing swap.
I got all of this at the clothing swap.
Actually, I also got these pants.
Plus, there are so many items of jewellery, belts, hats.
Shoes, bags, accessories, nighties. We've got some sassy lingerie, new with tags.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many new items of clothing have been delivered.
Yeah. The community has been so incredibly generous. Like, the broader community, I'm not just talking about the LGBTI plus community. The whole community has embraced the gender diverse clothing swap.
Absolutely. And you are welcome to bring along anything that you are clearing out of your wardrobe, or contact us on our Facebook page, and we will organise some collection for you.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you there.
So we'll put the link to our Facebook page
down below. Follow the links and you will get all the information.
Yeah. So thanks for watching Speak Easy for LGBTI. Tune in next week for more community content, interviews, and our fabulous faces.
Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for extended episodes and like our Facebook page to show your love for the Speak Easy and LGBTI community.